Hey guys, good afternoon. So today we are off to the New Orleans Neon Light Museum. This is a small, privately owned museum, so you do need to call and make an appointment first. Admission is $10 per person, and they are open from 4 to 7, I believe all nights of the week, but Joseph can tell you a little bit more about that.
Yeah, by appointment, I believe all nights of the week.
So they're open every day of the week, but by appointment. So you need to call them first to make your appointment. So we have an appointment for 4 o'clock. We first saw this when we were driving around doing the crew of houseboats. Housefloats, sorry.
I said Yarde Gras.
Yarde Gras, that's the word I was thinking of. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so excited about it that I'm even wearing my neon light up shoes so that I can be in theme. So let's hop in the car and go. Okay, so here we are at the Neon Museum.
Just turning some things on.
So Joseph asked me which one was my favorite. Let's start with which one is your favorite. Which one's your favorite?
So I was saying either this retro looking one.
The voodoo one?
Yeah.
That looks very, I love the 80s look to it.
Yeah. Like I told you, my family had a million of those clip art books. Those
Yeah,
giant
yeah,
clip art books
yeah.
in a newspaper.
That had kind of the
And it
Art
was
Deco.
full of, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that probably just left some kind of impression.
Yeah, I get that. Left
Or the sacks over here in the corner.
the sacks in the corner. The one behind the bar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, gee. I really like the voodoo one myself. But, so you were also, so that's the Mississippi River right there, from
Yeah.
Baton Rouge to New Orleans, right? Or to the mouth?
I think she said Baton Rouge to New Orleans.
I really like that one as well, but that's because it has significance to us, you know?
I think it just looks pretty.
It does look pretty, but I also really like the flambeau sign,
Yeah.
and I love how they managed.
A lot of precision.
You do, exactly,
look at it and it's like
exactly.
they
They
had
got
a
some
very
really
clear
sharp
vision.
curves where they had to double back on it.
Yeah, I think it goes into 3D space. It does. So
Yeah,
look, this goes
yeah.
backward.
The bee
in order
does
to-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
I guess
So-
that's the only way to get curves that tight.
Yeah, makes sense to get, because when you step away from it, especially from a further distance, it looks like a point rather than like a curve. Yeah, that one's really cool. You can tell whoever made that had a lot of mastery of the art form. But there's a lot of really cool ones here. Wait, does that, oh, that says Cosmic. I got excited for a minute. I was like, does that say Comic Crew? But yeah, they have a lot of really cool pieces.
So we spoke with the curator for a little while inside. She's not the only person who has pieces in the museum. There's a variety of people in there. It's kind of like a collective, essentially. So they all work on neon together, creating art forms, essentially. Jerry also has...
Who's Jerry?
Jerry is the owner of the facility and creator of some of the pieces and owner of some of the pieces as well.
I'm gonna get close to you because that car is real loud. Sorry.
Sure. He is the person who set all this up.
Is he also an artist?
Yes. So he started collecting in the 70s. He started repairing things because a lot of people came to him because they knew that he was in the field, and I guess he learned to repair, and now he makes neon art. So the curator inside was telling us about all kinds of things that they're hoping to do with the collective. They're looking at doing events with artists. They're looking at having music times, just kind of
where
like,
people could like come and hang out and listen to music.
Yeah, relax, like
and enjoy the
a
neon.
chill kind of party, from what I understand, with alcohol.
Yeah, a New Orleans party.
Yeah, a New Orleans party. And they talked about their workspace, which is separate from this museum.
They have 3 locations, right? There's this, which is the museum.
Jerry's shop, which is off of Magazine, I believe it was.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Which is where he sells and presumably takes commissions, I guess.
That's where we initially found out about this.
Yeah, we passed by his shop on Magazine Street. And there's also, in addition to the museum and the shop, there is a studio to make
neon signs.
Neon signs.
Pretty cool.
So she told us a little bit about the process, about bending the glass. Apparently there's 2 primary colors, blue and red. So anything that you see that is neon, actual neon, that is not blue or red or some combination of those colors, is tinted glass. So you can either tint the inside, tint the outside, or tint both.
To get as many colors as you need.
Yeah, so the curator said that you can get any color you want, essentially.
So that green would be a combination of tinted, maybe tinted yellow with a blue gas?
I would guess, yeah.
color theory at work here. And what about all this double backing that we're seeing with the A?
I'm not sure what you mean. So
you see the bottom, the serif on the A, the glass is double backed on itself.
Yeah, it's just diving backward into space.
Right.
So
Why
the
do they
tube
do
isn't
that?
an actual 3D shape. I mean, they do that because they can't bend the tube into right angles, essentially, because it's glass.
It has to be
So
a curve.
you can only get so many shapes out of it, but if your goal is to make a flat 2D sign, then you can use the third dimension in order to get the illusion of tighter curves, essentially, in the 2 dimensions.
What about those animated signs like you'd see in Vegas? What do they do for that?
She said that using complex transformers, you're able to get the gas to fire at different times, kind of like that. She didn't go into much detail, though, but as far as I understand, it is the same kind of neon tubing. It's just with a complex transformer hooked up to it that's igniting the gas at different locations or different times or something like that.
And she mentioned some of their future goals, which included possibly offering workshops on neon bending. That's what they call making neon signs, is neon bending, which I thought, as an Avatar fan, that kind of, I was like, yeah, I would want to be a neon bender. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't do that here. They would do that at their workshop.
Yeah.
But
they've also said doesn't currently have air conditioning, so anyone interested in that
boy, hot.
would both need to be in the New Orleans area, at least for the workshop, and be
heat
okay
tolerant
with lack of...
Yeah, because this is glass blowing, so it's very hot. You're working with like a blast furnace, I think.
Yeah, she said either propane or natural gas.
Yeah. But pretty cool. I would at the very least be interested in taking a tour and watching them do that.
Yeah. So it sounds like they're trying to do a bunch of different things, and she said she would keep us abreast, and that if any artists want to be involved, they could follow her Instagram.
And I'll put that in the description below.
She would post, or the Neon Art Museum would post when they're interested in artists. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is $10 admission. You need to book your appointment in advance, at least for the time being. And there are drinks available. And it does seem like a really chill way to spend an afternoon. And this is off of Dakin Street. Mm-hmm. So depending on where you're coming from, it was like a 30-minute drive from Norco. So it really wasn't too far a drive. It's pretty central.
Right off of Jefferson Highway. It's like the west part of New Orleans, east part of Metairie kind of area.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking for us. Normally I would ask the curator to do it, but people sometimes get uncomfortable when I point a camera at them. So, yeah. All right. Hope you guys will check this place out. It's pretty cool.